Hey guys, back with another video. I'm going to be telling y'all how we met these boys at camp. So, we had went to camp. I think it was last year. We had went to camp and it was me, Ari, and Daisy. So we had went and we had our bikes, so we rode everywhere on them bikes, like everywhere. So we were riding around. We had went to the lake. So when we had went to the lake, we didn't know where it was. And so my stepdad, was taking us to the lake. So he had to take us to the lake, and it's like through RVs. And we were sleeping in a tent. So you had to go through the tents and then through the RVs to get to the lake, and then take a couple turns. So he had left us. So we got like lost our first time. Like we made a wrong turn, but we got back. So we have Ari, me and Daisy were in the back. Ari was in the front, and she was riding her bike. So we were all riding our bikes. So there's like a campground, and then there's like a circle around it. So Ari seen these boys, and she really wanted to say something, but she was waiting for them to say something. So she kept circling around it real slow. When I tell you she went real slow, it was like a turtle. Let me tell you. So we had caught up to her, and we were in our bathing suits. We had a towel. We grabbed a towel, and that's all we had. We had grabbed a towel. We were in our bathing suits, and like it was all out. So I don't know if y'all heard that, but that was my stomach. So she was going slow, and then they had stopped Ari and asked if they knew where the lake was. And she was like, yeah. And then she had said, we'll take y'all later. So it was like 3, and we had 3, so it was 3 on 3, baby. So we got ours. We called everything. One was light skinned. Both of them were dark skinned. They were like 12. I was 11 at the time, so I had the boy that was 12. Daisy had I think he was 14. They told us their like fake age. So I think Daisy's was either 14 or 13. She was 13 at the time. So she had him. Ari had like a 16, 15-year-old. We found out both of their names. But Ari's man, we didn't ever find out his name. So we're going to call him D. We're going to call mine G. We're going to call Daisy E. So we were like, Ari said, we'll take y'all in a little bit. So we went back, and we was pumped. We were hyped, let me tell you. We were real hyped. And they didn't ever stop us again. Except we stopped our own self from go. Like we had went over there, because there's like by their tent there's a park, and then there's a trail. We wanted them to see us. We surely did. We wanted them to see us. We wanted them to do everything. So we ride our bikes, because there's bike trails for bikes. So we went to that trail. They looked at us. We looked at them. Let me tell you, I don't know, but like I had feelings for him, but like he was cute, but like his personality, it wasn't all that. So like all their personalities were not all that. That's me. I don't know about them, because they really like theirs. So Daisy and me, like we were like, I want the dark skin. He was cute, but like he wasn't fine. Like no. And Aries, he was okay. Mine was okay. They weren't all that though. So we had feelings with them, right? So we had came out because there was a bridge and then a little house. That's how you get caught riding bikes in them trails. I don't even know if we were supposed to be in that trail. Like, we were just riding around. So we had came back and we had stopped at the park because they were still there. So we stopped at the park, mind you. We had no service. I lost my streaks, everything. We all lost our streaks. The only way we could charge our phone is in the car or the bathroom. So we brought our chargers in the bathroom, sitting on the sink, all that. So, I was on my phone and I was waiting for my bike, and they were like, "Come on, Alexis, come on." No. So I was on my phone. I don't even know what I was doing. I was just like going through my screens. Like, I was just going through my screens. I was dumb. So I went over there, was talking to them. So I had decided to go over there. Then Daisy started chasing me around this thing. So they were on the thing, and we were exchanging numbers for a quick minute. Like, when I'm telling you a minute, it was like 20 minutes. They couldn't even get our numbers right. So they got our numbers right, and they had left us. We were sitting at the park. They had left us. I'm like, where y'all going? They did not want us to see their parents. They did not want us to see their parents. They did not want their parents to see us. So we took them to the lake. We got our bathing suit on because we got clothes on over our bathing suit. Then we went back to our camp. They wanted to know where our campsite was. We were not telling them because I didn't know what they were going to do. I didn't know if they were going to come to our camp or what. So we basically had told them that we would go get dressed because we had to take off our clothes. So we were in our bathing suits. We grabbed a towel, everything. We just had our bathing suits and a towel and our phones and our bikes. They didn't have any bike. So we had to show them where it was because we had went to the lake a few times before that when we had to take them. So we went to the lake and we were going real slow because I didn't want to feel bad. Like, we did not want to go so fast because they were walking and we were on our bikes. I felt bad. So we took them. That's when I got in the lake and they had threw us. And then this other boy that we went camping with, his name is C. That's what we're gonna call him, C. That's one of my cousins. When I'm telling you, he snitched on us. He was like, "Oh, y'all got a boyfriend, y'all got a boyfriend." No, we don't. They're just friends right now. You don't know what's gonna happen. So they were watching us. When I'm telling you, they threw us so high. Like, they was like that. They were going underneath the water because it was river water, so you couldn't see. So, and then all I feel was somebody grab my waist. And so I got scared. And then I see him pop out the water. He grabbed my waist, picked me up, put me over his shoulder, and threw me. And then they all started doing it. And then we had got out. We took them back. Their parents rode in their car. When I'm telling you, G and E ran, they ran right back. And we was like, "Where y'all going?" He was like, "Y'all need to go." Aries man, we're gonna call him D. Aries man, D, he was sitting there, he didn't care. They started running. So then we had went back, and then, before, I forgot to tell you, but before we had went back, I asked them if they wanted to go on walking trail with us. Because there was walking trails, biking trails. There was only like 3 biking trails, and you couldn't even get in 2 of them. So we had walked, and we were walking for miles to find that trail too. And then one of my friend, we went with a lot of people to camping, and they have showed us, the girl have gave us this paper, and you can walk upstairs. So I was like, "Oh, thank you. And then we had went back, got changed, and we went to go get them. We found a guard. Like, people that own the thing, they were sitting there talking to people, and they watched us. They literally watched us go on that trail. Before we went in that trail, me and Daisy were in front. Ari and the other boys were in the back. They started running after us. Me and Daisy ducked. We ran. Let me tell you, we had ran so quick, it wasn't even funny. But before we did, we had, Daisy said, let me fix my Crocs. So these are how we had them. Don't mind them, they're dirty. Daisy put hers back. So me and Daisy were putting ours back, and we knew we were about to go. So I'm running. When I'm telling you, as soon as I fixed them Crocs, they ran after us. So I was running. And so Ari started running. And then, so that we had stopped because there was a trail. There was like a trail right by us. So we had stopped. And they ran after us again. And my toenail had went into one of these holes. And one of these holes right here, they had went right in there. So it was like chipped. And it hurt so bad. When I'm telling you it hurt, it hurt. But anyways, we had went in the one trail, and there was a snake that went right across me and Daisy's foot. When I'm telling you, we jumped. We jumped so high, we could have went to the moon and back. Like, we were running. I'm not playing with my stakes, honey. Because when it comes to a snake, it's over with, because I'm going to jump so high. I'm going to do anything to get rid of them. Like, I'm going to run. I'm going to jump. I don't know what I'm going to do. But it was like at a quick moment. It's just slid. They said, oh, y'all got hops. They said, I know I do. And I was laughing. So we were deep in the trails, and I was like, shouldn't we be going back? They wanted to play truth or dare. I wasn't with that. Because I was like, if they want to kiss me, I'm not going to kiss them. I'm not gonna... all that. So we had went deep in the trails. I was like, guys, shouldn't we be going back? But before that, we had split up. So it was me, G, went, because there was 3 ways you can go. So me and G went this way. Daisy and E had went straight. And Ari and D had went this way. So then I was like, I started running because I wasn't, like, I didn't want to go too deep in the trails with him because there was woods everywhere and we didn't have no service. So we had no service, and so I had came back, and I said, guys, we need to come back, we need to come back. So they had came back, and what did they do? Well, I was like, we need to go back because we were deep in the trails. There was another trail across it, so we was like, we can just go in that trail. So we went in the trail, and there was a bench. Me and Daisy ran after that bench. I don't know if Ari did. I think she did, but we were running to that bench because I was like, there's only like a couple seats. When I'm telling you, we ran to that bench so fast. It was like some tigers going after each other. Let me tell you, we ran so fast. So we were there. I sat down. Okay, anyways, I don't care if I say his name, but Gabe, he had ran like, he was sitting by me, E was sitting by Daisy, and D was sitting by Ari. So I was like, and one of them had standed up because you couldn't have that many people on there. So one of them had stand up, and I was like, I'm ready to go. So there was a bridge. There was like water and a bridge, but it wasn't a far bridge. It was like, I don't even know, but it wasn't that big. They were walking on there. They went back and said, I'm scared of the bridge. I'm scared of the bridge. They were like, can you come get us? I said no. And then they were not moving, so I was like, might as well. So they wanted us to grab his hand. I grabbed his wrist. I was not playing. I grabbed his wrist. I didn't grab his hand. We didn't go like this. We didn't go like that. I grabbed his wrist like this, and I was drinking him. Daisy, I think she grabbed his wrist too. I don't know what Ari did, but I think she grabbed his wrist. So we pulled him, and I had to let go, and he was like, so you're gonna let go like this? Yes, I am. I'm not holding your hand. And I was like, we had went deep in them trails, and then there was grass. So when it was like that big, like the grass was that long. So I was like, I'm not going through there. If there's a snake, I don't know. So We had went back. We came across the bridge again. What they do, start walking on it and then asked us to get them. Once again, I had grabbed their wrist. We didn't have no water. We didn't have no nothing. And I was dehydrated. It was hot. It was in the summer. So we had found that bench again. Me and Daisy ran once again. We had ran to that bench. And the first time we had sat on that bench, D started taking pictures of Ari. He was like, chick, chick, chick. And I was like, dang. He was out there taking so many pictures. So I texted him when we got out of the trail. I had texted him, Gabe. I had texted Gabe. And I was like, do you want to go to the lake again? Of course, it didn't go through, so we had to ride our bikes over there. And they were at the park. And then we had to take them to the lake. But, well, they were already at the lake. We had went to the lake and we seen them. They had came, got us, took us over there, and then their sisters were with them. They threw, but I'm telling you, they threw us again. They threw us so many times. And it was like highs. And I had chipped my toenail, right? And every time I got in the lake, it started burning. So I had went back and got a Band-Aid. When I got in there, he had picked me up and my foot hit his shoulder. The Band-Aid came off and it hurt so bad because it was stinging. And it hurt so bad. And then we had went back. We had went back. And then we went to go get them again. They were nowhere to be found. Their tents was gone, their car was gone, their food was gone, everything was gone. So I was like, they must have moved. I was thinking of I was trying to be positive. I was like, they left us. No, I was like, they have moved, they moved. So I was going, me and Ari stayed. Daisy went through the trailer parks. The RV part, running around there because you could put some tent in there. Like if you have an RV, you could put like a tent there. So we were going there. Well, Daisy was, and then when Daisy told us, she came back. She's like, I was crying the whole way. Me and Ari were bawling. Like I was so mad because we didn't even get to say goodbye. But luckily we had got their numbers. I was not playing with mine. Just joking. JK. But anyways, we had got their number. Me and Ari were crying. And we were mad, but we were crying because they were like, they could not have left us. They could not have left us because they were supposed to leave that day. We were leaving. So when I got in that car, the next day, we were blowing their phones up. We were like, where were you? You left us, and all that stuff. But when we went in the trail, they asked us to be their girlfriend for the day. I was like, yeah. I was like, yeah. So we all said yeah, so we basically their girlfriends for the day. We couldn't even stop that. Like, I was thinking, I was like, I think they got a plan that they didn't want us. They wanted to stay with girlfriends. But we were blowing their phone up anyways in the car because we had good service at the time. I was blowing their phone up. Everything you can think of. I was blowing their phone up saying, where y'all? Y'all left us. All this and that. We were all blowing their phone up. So then we got to respond back. My mom had got sick. I respect that, but you could have told us. Like, I respect that your mom had got sick and had to go back, but you could have told us. Like, I was mad. Then we start FaceTiming. Gabe, he had an Android. We had a FaceTime on Google Duo. Everybody else had an iPhone. Ari didn't even talk to hers after that. I don't think. Unless she hadn't told me. But E had asked out Daisy. And I was like, when you gonna ask out me? I was not playing. I was like, when you gonna ask out me? So then he had asked me. I said yes, obviously. then I had broke up with him because I think he didn't answer to my text. He didn't answer to my calls. So I kept texting E. I was like, where's Gabe at? Why is he not answering my calls? Then 5 days later, after I had broke up with him, no, it was after I broke up with him, he wouldn't text me back and be like, he got his phone taken away. You could have told me that before. I was not trying to like he was okay, but I was not playing. I wanted him back. So I was like, I'm sorry, I want you back. He was like, you already broke up with me. He said, no. Other than this, that, and whatever. And then I text him. I was like, you got a girlfriend? And he was like, yeah. I said, you lying. He said, no, I'm for real. So I was so mad at that time because he had got a girlfriend. So that's the end of the story time. Hope y'all enjoyed it. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, turn on the notification bell. Give a big thumbs up. If you want more story times, comment down below. Yeah. Thanks for watching.